Hey candle lovers, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Surin and I am the owner of Surin Aromas, and today we're going to be talking about your candle containers. If you've ever had any issues with your candles, whether they were burning unevenly, tunneling down the middle, or the jar was cracking, problem may not be your wax or your wick. It could actually be the jar that you used. So today we're diving into one of the most overlooked parts of candle making, which is how to choose your candle containers. Whether you're making candles for fun or for your business, this video is going to help you avoid common mistakes and pick jars that are safe, effective, and beautiful. When it comes to candle making, I want you to think about your candle containers not just as a vessel for your wax, but also as something that is super important to prevent some issues. It can affect everything from the burn time, the scent throw, even the overall safety of your candle. If your jar is too thin, it's gonna crack. If the jar is too small, then your candle is gonna burn way faster. And if the jar is too wide, your candle might start tunneling. So picking the right jars is very important in the candle making process. So let's break down what makes a good candle container. The number one thing that you need when it comes to your containers is a heat resistant material. So you're gonna be looking for jars that have a thick glass or tins or even ceramic. These materials are gonna be more likely to hold higher temperatures, which is super important to prevent your jars or containers from cracking in the middle of your candle burning. For instance, this candle jar right here is super thick and the glass is high heat resistant. The bottom of this glass is my favorite because it holds higher temperatures. So when you're burning your candle, you can burn it all the way to the bottom without having to stop with a little bit of wax left like the other companies will tell you to do. This thick bottom is going to prevent your surfaces from getting burned and having that black ring from a container that doesn't have a thick bottom like this. Another thing you need to look for is a material that's not porous, meaning it doesn't have little tiny holes in the containers, which is going to prevent any leaks from happening when you pour your candle. So find a container that is completely sealed and have no holes in it. Another thing that I would recommend is finding containers that have straight sides and straight edges, just so you can prevent any tunneling and prevent uneven burns and waste of wax. You also want your candle containers to have a wide opening so that your candles can burn properly and so your customers or even yourself don't experience any issues with lighting your candles. I say this because after a few burns, once you start lighting your candles, it's going to be way harder to reach the interior once the wax has burned down a little bit. When it comes to the opening, you also want the jar to be the same size throughout the whole thing. If you have a candle that has a bigger opening and a smaller bottom, then you're going to experience some issues with the temperature of the glass. I want you to think about it this way. If you have a container that has a wide opening but a small bottom, then what's going to happen is you're going to select a certain amount of wicks for the opening, and then when it reaches the bottom area, the heat is going to be way more excessive for the lower part. Your candle jar might crack because the heat is too much, and the candle is going to burn way faster because once again the heat is too much. Similarly, if you have a candle that has a small opening but a bigger, wider bottom, then you're going to experience tunneling a whole lot because the wicks at the top will start melting the top layer, and when they reach the lower part, then the heat is not going to be as much and the flame have to do more work to melt more wax. So you're definitely going to be experiencing some candle tunneling if you use a container that's shaped that way. So for those reasons, I definitely recommend picking out containers that have a straight body so you don't experience any of these issues. Now that we've talked about what makes a good candle container, we're going to talk about what makes a bad candle containers and what to completely avoid. First things first, you need to avoid thin or fragile glass. So wine glasses or mason jars that are not rated for heat safe practices are definitely out. I know it may be cute or aesthetically pleasing for you to make a candle in a wine glass, but you definitely have to pick those wisely because if not, your wine glass will shatter, it will crack, or even explode. Then you have containers with paint or glue on the inside. You want to avoid those because you don't want to cause a safety hazard with things that can potentially catch on fire within the candle jar itself. Then of course, you have to avoid wood or plastic containers or anything that is flammable. This is for obvious reasons, but I just wanted to point that out just in case. Overall, you just want to make sure that you have heat-safe containers that can handle really high temperatures. So I'm going to show you guys some examples of some of the jars that I've used over the years that caused me no issues whatsoever and meet all the requirements that I just listed. This right here has a beautiful design on the outside. It is super thick and heat resistant. This is another one that I absolutely love. This is ceramic and it comes with a wooden lid. Again, super thick material, heat resistant, microwave safe, and dishwasher safe. And these are my 10 tins, very heat resistant, straight edges, smooth corners, and same thing with these sample tins. These are some of the jars that I've used over the years. They were all super heat resistant, very thick materials, and all the designs were in the exterior of the candle glass as opposed to the interior, so it's not going to affect how the candle burns. So some bonus tips for you guys when you're buying your containers. I definitely recommend that you buy them in bulk so that you can save some money. But before you do that, test each and every single candle container that you're buying for the first time. What I recommend is doing one candle with that one container just to see how it burns, whether the container is cracking, if it's burning too fast, and even if your candle smells good. I also recommend that you buy some containers that are clear if you're making candles that have colored wax, just so you can show off the colors to your customers. So the next time you're making your candles, don't just focus on the wax and the fragrance. You have to make sure your jar is doing its job too. Believe it or not, it makes a huge difference in how your candle performs, the safety of your candle, and the overall quality. If you found this video helpful, definitely like and subscribe for more candle making content. And if you're new to candle making and you want to try making your own candles at home, definitely check out my candle making kit in the comments below at surinaromas.com. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.